I haven't taken any damage. I think I'll just be trying to bite at him. That's 4 dice for me, right? Like strength, just strength.
Uh, Actually, it's dexterity plus brawl. The first turn, he didn't try to bite you, that was just bludgeoning damage from him just trying to bear hug you into extinction, just crush your bones with his raw strength. He's
Ooh, should I just roll my 6 dice of dexterity?
a dexterity and brawl. If you don't have brawl, then just 6 dice of dexterity, but you're essentially using vampire fangs the same as he is gonna try and use. That is aggravated damage. You want to do good on this.
Yes. A difficulty of 6 still?
Yes, you're just ripping at whatever. Okay, so that's strength plus 1, I believe. Put him down permanently. Oh gods damn it, you are so fucking dead. Do you want to roll your stamina to see if you can heal some of that damage at the same time? Because I think you took 2 points of damage at some point, no? Or was that someone else?
No, I stamina. I soaked all that.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Well, in that case, Thin Blood, which one is he? Thin Blood 1, the leader. He takes a point of aggravated damage from your fangs, but he's strong enough to make a proper attempt at screwing you over all the same.
How much is he right now? -2? Or is it just -2?
He's currently at -2.
Aw.
One more
Not crippled
damage
yet.
point and he would have been crippled. You are 1 point short.
Ah.
Meanwhile, Thin Blood 5 is gonna
Whoops.
head to the back of the library, just continuing to run, luring you away from the team. And she is actually hiding behind the main table. So she will get a point of cover. Unless, well, you can't move up close enough and still shoot without penalties. So you,
Crap.
yeah, she's just playing for time. She thinks her friends are gonna be able to deal with your teammates momentarily.
Well, if she's gonna do that, I'm gonna go back here and help out Seraph then.
Well, you can't. You've already declared your action.
Crap.
I mean, you can roll willpower to abort an action. But if you fail, well, you can normally abort to go to a dodge if you have to. Okay,
I'm
we'll
gonna roll
play.
willpower.
I'm actually gonna, since it's normally not allowed to do it like this by the rules, you can spend a willpower point and not go after her. But usually you can only abort if you're going to a defensive action, if there is some sort of danger that you have to respond to.
Hold on. How far can I run into the room?
You can stand right up next to her, but you won't be able to shoot this turn. If you are just flat out running.
Okay. Well, how far can I get and still take an action against her?
Um, um, Jogging speed is 11 plus your dexterity. You can move half of that and still take an action normally. So you're somewhat buffed, right? So you can move 7 tiles, I believe. And still shoot normally. I mean, you might hit her.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, go ahead. Well, it's technically not your turn yet, but it really doesn't matter since this is sort of devolving into 2 separate fights, while your ghouls continue slowly dying to an endless onslaught of Schlachta.
Do you want
So,
me to move back, or do you want me to stay right here?
Just stay there and you might as well make your attack roll right now. It's fine.
Hold on, I accidentally clicked off my sheet.
Well, you know, hope he misses Serath. Hope he misses well, eh? He didn't miss. Okay, roll your shotgun damage to the head. So that's 8 dice of lethal, which is very bad in theory. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna roll her soak first. Please roll badly. Yep. So she was at 2 damage already, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, in that case, she is at incapacitated. She's still conscious. She will probably try to slowly heal herself up. But she is down right now. Next turn you can go around the table and finish her off. Send her into torpor as long as you manage to do 1 point of damage to her. So I rolled the attack on the guy, I believe.
You succeeded with 1 success.
Wait. That was her soak.
But no, you got 2 successes right before Nietzsche attacked.
Yeah, it's 2 successes, but he is at -2, so he actually failed. Right? So you're safe. You're fine,
Woot!
Mass. And I guess we're gonna rule that since Potent's expenditure has to be, you know, declared beforehand, he has actually spent 2 blood points, right? In a failed attempt to actually bite into you.
Good job at failing things, Sabbat.
Are you just taunting them?
Yes.
Okay, so Raffaello would be moving on his turn, but before that, Thin Blood 3 will actually try and chop at him. So, dexterity melee. So I think that's... God damn it. Well, it was fun knowing you. Let's see if he can soak enough to stay in this. Because it looks like he may well be in torpor. Okay, he is at incapacitated. Which means that he's still conscious, sort of, but he's sort of drifting in and out. And he may well be out of the fight for now. And yeah, I mean, the tentacles would normally essentially attack whoever was, you know, in position to do their mischief against, but they're just gonna watch for him to get back up, or for one of the other enemies to come into range and actually be a thing. And yes, at least Thin Blood 5 is down, and Thin Blood 1 won't last much longer unless Serath deals really crappily with his attempts to kill him off. So we have right, we have Thin Blood 2, who is temporarily at yeah, he's gonna still be aiming for the head. Okay.
They suck, man. Man, they suck. Or at least that guy sucks. That's another botch.
You know, you kind of need everything you can get, I think. Right? Because, well, you know.
They do.
Well, one of your guys has already gone down temporarily.
I know the guy that was grappling me is down. Not. Well, he's maimed.
He's
He's at
crippled.
-5 right now.
Yeah, you could relatively easily escape from him since he's at 1 health, or you can just give him his final death. Apparently, shotguns at close range when your guy is grappling someone is not the best thing. Meanwhile, we have Thin Blood 4, who actually has a heavy pistol, and she will be trying to use a celerity action and... Well, that's a failure since she's aiming for the head as well.
Good job, peoples.
This one actually hits. So, since it's a heavy pistol, that is in fact, in this case, 6d10 of lethal damage. Nope. You know, I was kind of worried I had just killed the party there, but apparently you're okay. So, meanwhile, Chloe, who we have...
The tentacle right next to me should still attack.
yes it should. So, the tentacle will attempt to wrap around your backside, because that's what tentacles do. And I believe it uses her... it uses its own dexterity, but it uses her brawl skill, I think.
No idea.
You know, we can go with that. And I guess we'll make it difficulty 7.
There's the rules, by the way.
Blah 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 blah. So resisted strength. Okay. Blood spent on a manipulation occult. Difficulty 7, yes. Okay. She does have celerity, so it does have extra dex. So, right. Can you see if it uses... Okay, let's see. So, I guess it just uses her or the tentacle's dexterity, since it doesn't say anything about, at least at a quick glance, about using, you know, her brawl skill.
Guessing it's just Dex then.
So yeah, with 1/8 it would be able to actually grab hold of you, and it's strength +1 of lethal. So please try to soak 2. Yep, you're good. And Chloe, which we have happily forgotten about, is actually going to use her limited firearms skill to try and shoot Thin Blood 4 in the head. Well, she has 4 dice. I'm sure she's gonna do amazingly well, right?
Totes.
Difficulty 8. That's a hit. Boots for useful ghouls, hey?
Yep.
I'm very proud of her.
You know, she's almost shaking due to having to, you know, actually fire at what looks like another living being, but she's actually holding together fairly well. Since this is really against her nature, with her having a really high humanity. I don't know, I'll probably make her roll humanity afterwards, actually. But, sure. Thin Blood
I tell her it's okay because they're undead. Technically, she's not fighting living beings. Eh?
You know, technically, maybe. I'm just gonna use this, it'll be faster. Just, the chat thing. And no, the Thin Blood 4 appears to have basic fortitude. So she actually has a slightly higher soak than some of the others. But Chloe is horrified. She's gonna have to make a humanity roll after this. Because the sin for humanity of 8 is harm to another being, intentional or otherwise, and it sure as hell feels like breaking that to her. So congrats, you guys.
I can talk to her afterwards, but hey, let's continue the battle.
Yeah, you guys are slowly turning her into a monster. So, okay, that is done. Thin Blood 2 will try to take another shot at you and use his celerity action to reload his shotgun. Thin Blood 4 will again try to shoot you in the head, because gods damn it, this is clearly the toughest guy there is in this group and he needs to go down now.
Thank you for acknowledging that I'm a badass. Now I will go ahead and kill this son of a bitch on top of me once it's my turn.
There are 2 shadowy tentacles hovering over you. You are at 0 health. You could try to heal up and get back up, Bacon, but I wouldn't recommend it. The Thin Blood 3 actually managed to take a very successful axe to your face, and yeah, I could have made you roll for frenzy when you weren't here, considering how much damage you took, but I felt that wouldn't be fair. So, and I kind of also forgot, but we're gonna go with that. So Malik, are you gonna make sure that Thin Blood 5 never does anything ever again?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then head back.
I hope you've been marking off your ammunition on your notes. Because
I have a hard copy over here. I'm writing it down.
Okay, good. Just so that you know when you need to reload.
Only taken 2 shots. Yeah, I've only taken 2 shots.
Yep, that sounds fine. Just wait till you defeat these and a couple of Schlachta walk in to help these Thin Bloods over the bloodied corpses of your glorious servants. Okay,
Then
so
I'll proceed to cut them apart.
as for Thin Blood 3, he's gonna head over to you and try to chop at you using his potence and his axe. He's not gonna be actually no. Screw that. He's gonna use Presence 2 on Chloe to make her run the fuck away. Or at least render her useless. Because gods damn it, I gave 2 of them Presence 2 in case they needed to crowd control and none of them have used it yet. So, that's Thin Blood 3. Thin Blood 1. Are you gonna try and maintain the grapple? Thin Blood 1 would very much like to A. heal, but also B. Actually, no. He has potence. He's gonna try and get out of the grapple on his turn if he survives that long. Pure and simple.
Which I doubt he will, but...
Yeah, he's gonna use the potence auto successes to try and win the contested roll against your strength if he lives that long. Thin Bloods 2 and 4 have been handled, so that just leaves you, Serath. I assume you're gonna put him out of his misery.
Yeah. With like bangs. I'll be ripping into him.
Okay. Okay. That's an extra on the damage.
Should I have to? I'd have to roll 2 more dice because it has dexterity, not strength right now.
Your dexterity is at 6, right? Yeah.
Yep,
Did you remember last time that fangs were strength +1 weapons? I think.
I think so.
Yeah, well, something like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dead anyway, but make the roll. I believe that's... Yep.
And that's the damage because it's I have 4 strength +1, and then plus the 1 from the successes. So negative 5 hit points for him.
You know, the life just he just goes limp.
I I gloriously bite his head off
Oh, you want to
and
just...
stand up.
Oh, okay. You may describe your glorious skill if you wish. That is perfectly fine. So,
I open my mouth, my fangs emerge, and I go right through his throat, ripping his head off, and then I stand up, cleaning my mouth from the blood, of their comrade, who's
I-
now crumbling to ash, or whatever they vampires crumble to.
actually, he's not decaying that quickly. He's just turning into a moderately bloody mess. And Nietzsche, yeah, we're just gonna continue working our way down the list. Hopefully, you'll be back by the time it's time for Malk to actually act. But yeah, they are apparently not that haven't spent that long as vampires. They seem relatively new at this, so the body does not immediately explode into ash. Rather, it slowly turns into a bubbling pool of gore that is slowly evaporating. It's like he's melting, but very slowly. Someone might need a mop in here after this.
I'll tell Romina to do that if she's still alive.
You know, there's a lot of crashing and gunfire from the other room. You do know that all ghouls have potents, including Shlakta. It sounds like they might be getting in despite their efforts to shoot enemies down as they rush through.
Well, is someone going to attack me, or am I just going to stand here between 2 people after just having beaten the head off one of their friends?
Well, Thin Blood 3 is actually gonna... Well, he was gonna hiss at Chloe, actually, right? I did say that. So
Yes, that's what you said.
I do believe that that is Charisma Intimidation. I think it was something like Wit's Courage for the difficulty. In any case, that's enough to send Chloe scurrying back down the stairs. Apparently, she isn't going to be participating particularly much, but she did distract one of the truly dangerous enemies for a turn while he got rid of her. But
Yes, exactly. It's charisma plus intimidation, and then wits plus courage for the difficulty.
well, actually, let's make absolutely sure so that I'm not screwing you with
I read it in the Vampire the Masquerade book.
Since his dice pool would have been limited, but he would have still gotten 3 successes, right? Yeah. Yeah, her wits and courage is actually at 5 when you add them up. She's not particularly courageous. She's really not into this whole fighting scene. So,
At least she won't be dying yet.
well, you managed to kill one, and Malik will, no doubt, obliterate another.
Seems that way. Well, it's Malik's turn now, right?
Yes, but since he and the Tin Bloods 2 and 4 share share the thing, you know, the initiative rating, we can just roll those first.
I can go ahead and take my
Sure.
turn now, but I have an emergency on my end, so I gotta I'm kind of distracted. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You can go ahead and make your rolls. Yeah.
And I can move like 7 and then take an action, I think. So I'm just
Ye
gonna run over to her and shoot her.
yeah, you can move 7 and still shoot without penalties. So
Do I? She only has one more until she goes into torpor, right? So I could do like bashing damage. I could just shoot her in the chest, right?
yes, but I think that stamina and fortitude still applies. I think.
Okay.
Though actually, to be fair, since she's right on the edge of torpor, you know, if you manage to hit her in the head, it's just gonna be an automatic success. I'm not even gonna bother rolling the soak as long as you hit and you don't have to roll damage. But you can try and just shoot her in the chest if you think you'll have better chances that way. But you know, I'll apply the full. Yep, she's down. I mean, there's just to keep things moving along because it's dramatically appropriate. Do you say a snappy one-liner as you send her to sleep?
What now?
Do you wish to describe your final blow of this annoying creature?
Just shooting her in the head, and I turn around and walk away because I'm trying to go back to my friends.
Oh, they're your friends now. I don't know, that sounds like rather dangerous
Well,
attachment.
friends in the sense that they're my only allies right now.
Well, I'm sure Serath can rip through 3 Thin Bloods on his own.
Yeah, of course I can.
You know what you can...
Yeah, I'm
I'm a
skeptical.
fucking badass.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. You know, I could recommend that you simply either A, you can use Dominate, or B, you can use Fire and try to force the Thin Blood 3 into Rotshrek, because he can do a lot of damage with attacks and potents of his. Speaking of, Thin Blood 2 is going to be taking a shotgun to you. Difficulty 8 since you're no longer entangled. And he manages to hit. And he will be using the last of the blood that he can... well, actually, no. He's not using 2 blood per action of celerity since he actually managed to lower his. So, let's roll damage on you. Right. Yeah, this is, I think that's 9d10. Roll well on your soak.
Ouch.
You know, you thought you had it for a second. This was going really well. But you know, it kind of stings a little bit this time. It's almost like he got his shit together. Now that his guy isn't in the way. He's just going to be using his celerity action to reload his shotgun. And since he can actually use all of his blood now, because he managed to lower his generation to 12 with his Thaumaturgy 3. As for Thin Blood 4, she can use... oh, she's going to be trying to shoot you in the head as well. Roll well on your... just be lucky.
I don't get to. I don't have to roll because she rolled zero successes.
Yeah, on the second shot, which used up the last of her blood. The last of her blood that she can actually use, that is. That's a preemptive soak, right? I still need
Yeah.
to roll a basic attack since she is limited to 5 dice due to her humanity, so she doesn't get bonus damage. And no, you do manage to take another hit. So I do believe you're
And it's
down to...
all lethal.
Yeah, so you're down to 3 health. But if you succeed on a stamina roll at difficulty A... Nietzsche. Okay, that's fine. Just get back to us if you can. Okay, so you can heal and take a normal action if you succeed at a stamina survival roll at difficulty 8. Or you can spend a willpower point.
I'll spin a willpower point to ignore injuries right now. It's kind of a mess right now.
So you don't want to spend willpower on healing, you want to just ignore injuries. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, right now.
I mean, I do think that you should at least try to heal with some of the blood you have left.
Yeah, I should definitely do that. So, like, just my stamina roll.
If you don't have survival, then yes, stamina difficulty 8. But that's essentially for next turn. But yeah, we'll remember that.
But it would still be a failure because it's difficulty 8 and it's a single 1 and a single 10.
Yeah, well, sucks to be you.
And it's not like I have the wound penalties this turn.
Well, yeah, but you still lose the blood you would have used for healing, so you're down to 2, I think. If you wanted to heal 2 points.
I've healed a single point, actually. Since that would have brought me to only -1.
Okay, fair enough, so you're down 1 blood point. Or will be down 1 blood point next turn. So, right, we rolled for her, we rolled for Thin Blood 2. Thin Blood 3 is still doing a thing. Okay, so how do we want to handle this? Bacon, are you gonna be trying to heal and get back up? You could heal 1 point, spend a willpower to ignore wound penalties and try to dominate someone. The one that took the axe to your face while, well, he has an axe, he's the one who put you on the ground. So, no, you can't. Dominate 2 doesn't work in combat. It's it doesn't work if there are distractions like, oh, I don't know, Sarah slicing people to pieces would count as a distraction. Most likely. But you could command him to just leave, to run out into the street.
The sunlight, I doubt it would be allowed.
Well, he has cars outside, and sunlight only does lethal to him, so it's not certain death. Thin Blood 2 can't retreat, because he temporarily strengthened the curse on himself using blood magic, so it wouldn't work on him, but... I mean, how do you think they got in here without being burned up?
They're all 50 gen then. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a special brigade for dealing with places that have a lot of vampires but not very many ghouls. It's like the special forces of Sabbat, or a special group that they decided to send against you.
Well, are we going to go on now?
Well, are you gonna do anything, Mal? Or Bacon, that is? And for Malik this turn, he's just gonna move into position so that he can shoot someone next turn. I don't think so. But presence 2 can certainly do a number on a single person, if that's how you want to approach this. Yeah, I'm actually gonna split the YouTube recording.